On this episode of Team Building Saves the World.
Let's go pre-pandemic now. And with all of these people, all these different eras of people working together, what were some of the challenges that they faced?
Well, I would say from a cultural perspective, and I have said this as a business coach and consultant, there are plenty of people that have heard the words out of my mouth that the people that are in, let's say it's a baby boomer or a traditionalist, and it's like your younger generations of predominantly millennials do not need parenting. They need a manager and a leader. They have parents. And it becomes a common thing for us, speaking for myself, to perhaps see somebody younger and then mother them as an employee instead of being a manager who has accountability and metrics and KPIs, and a leader who helps pass on and mentor and lend a hand up to share leadership skills to these people. Very, very different behaviors. But I think that is probably one of the greatest tendencies. Flip of that, you have people that are very high achieving younger people that ascend into management roles and are now managing people that are older than them. And they shy away from all the leadership and management skills I just mentioned, because it's like managing mom and dad. So some of this is bringing the family dynamics into the workplace, and they just don't belong there. And it takes emotional intelligence, it takes awareness, it takes professional development, because we tend to reach for what's familiar.
So the issue seems to be about communication and the methods of attaining that. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because the more we move away from that, the more we start to chip away at trust. You know, I'm a huge Lencioni fan, the 5 generations in the workplace, and that's another place is, you know, if there isn't trust amongst people, the rest of it isn't going to happen. Another challenge is, you know, technology, but I think pre-pandemic that was more the case. But I think there's a lot of people, no matter what their age, because I have a Gen X friend of mine who is literally attached to her paper day planner. My youngest Gen Z son loves Post-it notes, and I'm sitting here with an app for all of that. So, but I think that's the one benefit is I think the pandemic gave the opportunity for that gap. As long as companies were willing to invest and people were willing to put the time in, that gap may have closed a bit more, and perhaps we brought people up to a closer line together.
Hello, team. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of that video. If you'd like to hear more from that podcast, you can follow the link down in the doobly-doo below. Of course, follow us on all of our social media at Team Bond Podcast, and be sure to leave us a comment that I can read aloud on future episodes. And as always, if you liked that video, don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, you know, just shut up about it. Everything's going to be fine. See you next time, team.